that was a good episode of Shigatsu. Now, let me just get this straight on why I didn't do an episode review yesterday. Pretty much, I went to my friend's basketball game. He put up almost 40 points. It was better than, in my opinion, than having to sit here and watch an episode that I could have watched any other time. This was a lot more important. So, that's the only reason I did not put up a video yesterday, and it was too late for me to do it by the time I wanted to do it, because we have somebody that's sleeping over, so yeah, there you go. Now, we can actually get to the reviews, and Shigatsu was fucking great. Or not great, I'd say it's more so good this week. It was mainly it was just there for build-up, and it was a good build-up episode. It did a really good job. The only problem I really had with this episode, there was one scene where the art looked like really fucking bland, and it was at the beginning in the soccer scene when like one of the parts of like it was like Watery was running down the field and like the dirt was just like fucking, it was just like brown, and that was it. There was like no detail at all, and then they fixed it like a couple of seconds later, so that wasn't really an issue. The real issue I had was that during the first half, the Chibi issue was okay. During the second half, there was one point where it just really fucking killed the mood. Like, when Cowardly was giving that flashback, and then all of a sudden they just go fucking Chibi on it, I'm just like, wow, you fucking killed the mood. Again. There were quite a bit of the Chibis in this episode, too. I do understand that it's there to set a tone, but the problem is that they're using it so much, and they're using it in some bad place timing. Like, there is some awful timing to put those Chibis in. Like when the Cowrie flashback happened, or when he was, not Cowrie's flashback, but when Cowrie was explaining the stuff about Kosei, that Chibi, you know, all those Chibi shouldn't have been there, and really just killed the mood. There wasn't really much to talk about, really, throughout this episode, like, story-wise, because it was really, like I said, just there for build-up, and we already knew most of the motivations of these characters anyways. But what I will say, they fucking referenced Charlie Brown again! Like, a couple of weeks ago, they referenced Snoopy. So, woo! This anime, this episode, 10 out of 10 would suck its balls. No, I'm just fucking joking. But, yeah, it was just Charlie Brown, yes. Yes. Visually, the episode, for the most part, looked really good. Like, the lighting was really good right before, they put us on that freaking cliffhanger. Jesus, fuck you, A1. And then during the animation for the soccer game looked really good, and it was really on point. Most of the episode did look really detailed, and it looked fantastic. Like, the train looked absolutely phenomenal. Like, or it wasn't that it really looked phenomenal, but it was more so the fact that, like, it did really look good, because it blended, and in the same time it stood out. It's a really weird thing to say, because it blended in the sense that, like, you could barely tell it was CGI. It stood out in the way that it looked so, the lighting and everything was so gorgeous, and it wasn't a repeating loop or anything like that, and that's why it stood out to me. Overall, it was a good episode. I can't wait till next week. There are some characters that they've already introduced, so it's just more to see. It's just a matter of how are they going to compare to Kosei. So I'm not going to really make any predictions except one. I'll just go ahead and throw one out there. I don't really know who's going to win this entire competition. What I'm going to assume is that it'll be Arima or Kosei, just from, like, I'm assuming there might be, like, some fan favorite thing or something again. And the fan favorite thing's kind of an ass pull thing to do, but it makes sense. It's not unrealistic. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later. Make sure you leave a like and a comment. I am getting Smash today, and I might be streaming it on Twitch. If I am, I will tell you. I'll, you know, put up, like, an announcement video, but there you go. Deuces!